Time now is 6:13 p.m. on August 19th. So yeah, let's talk about what happened today. I have quite a bit to talk about. Yeah, let's give an overall appraisal of how much I liked today, how much I enjoyed today. Not very great actually. It's good, but it could have been better, and I'll explain why. There are so many people. There are balloons. There are a lot of booths set up. A lot of there's music blasting, and there's people walking everywhere, eating food, and pretty much 90% of the people are not wearing masks. So I wore masks mostly, but when I was at the booth, I actually took it off, and I also took it off sometime later. But wow, it's just very fun and full of people, and it's wild basically. So I immediately was able to spot Aika. So Aika is one of the reasons why I wanted to go today, is because I want to speak to her. I mean, I know I'll be able to see her again on the 26th, but otherwise, if she doesn't end up in my class in film 32, then it's over basically. So it's a bit of a gamble. And of course, I want to see Thomas because it's been a whole month since I've seen the guy, and maybe I could meet a lot of other people. And also free lunch. I got to have a free fucking lunch. A while later, after waiting for a while, Thomas shows up, and it's cool, it's good. And we stood around for a little while, and then we got to have free lunch. So we were given a ticket, of a lunch ticket, and at around 1 p.m., I and Thomas went to. Thomas got his ticket first because apparently he didn't get it, and then we went to an In-N-Out food truck inside the campus to have a cheeseburger. So this is the second time in my life I've had In-N-Out, and I'm so glad I had In-N-Out before I left, because otherwise this would be my first time and it would be awkward because I can't film my reaction and stuff. But I had the cheeseburger, which is the same thing I ate the first time, and it's also with a pack of chips and also a soda, and that's it. No fries, nothing, and it's not bad. It's a good burger. I wouldn't say mind blowing, but it's a good burger. I and Thomas, we sat down and we talked about Script Writing Club. We talked about the short film, and that's pretty much it. And then we went back, and for a little while I walked around the aisle. So there's a road in my college campus, and it's just booths all on the two sides of this road, and more booths on a grass field. Later, Kat showed up. So this is actually the first time I saw Kat in person. Apparently, I've never seen her before in person, but I could have sworn I've seen her multiple times already because of the Zoom meetings, but never in person. So she's like, "You're Enoch," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then we shook hands and stuff. And I thought, oh, maybe Aika would come too because Aika's with Kat all along. That never happened. At 2 p.m., we all packed our stuff, packed up the booth, everything, and then we just left. And then Kat's the person who's running this booth, so a lot of these props and flyers and everything need to be packed. And I and Thomas helped Kat put all the stuff back to her car. And that is the opposite direction of where Aika is. And so I went back, and guess what? Aika's gone already. So I and Thomas, we went to the other direction, to the bus station, because Thomas wants to go location scouting. Again, Thomas has been to these places already, but he wishes to go again with me. And I was thinking, ooh, wouldn't it be interesting if we have the bus stop incident, just like the Pepper bus stop incident, but this time with Aika. And boom, I was right. Aika was sitting right there at the bus stop. And this time, she is alone, which is actually a little shocking because I always imagined her to be like surrounded by friends, like how Pepper always is surrounded by friends. But this time, no, she's alone. What the heck? And again, it's awkward because I can't just walk up to her and say things. She probably noticed me and she knows Thomas, and she sees me with Thomas, so she notices me. That's a fact. But I just cannot walk up to her and say things and talk to her finally in person for the first time in the 6 months that I know of her existence. For the first time we actually talk. No, it didn't happen. So fine. So I and Thomas hopped onto a bus and we went to Koreatown. We actually went there and like two idiots. And we went there and we did nothing. We just looked at the location and we talked a little bit and then we left. And it was pointless basically. And it's especially funny because Thomas is way more ambitious than he should be with this short film. He has all these ideas, actors and all that stuff. And he's actually getting somewhere. He went to Backstage, which is this website where you can recruit actors. And there are actually good options. But in terms of the actual logistics of the short film, the scheduling, the budget, the crew, the equipment, how it's going to play out, the shots. On Discord, on the film club Discord of my college, there's a page for transfers, and a lot of people are discussing, UCLA, I just got rejected. USC, I just got rejected. LMU, I got in, Someone got into UCLA, and I kind of want to DM him and ask him how he did it. But I don't want to come off rude, but I would like to do it. And I will do it. Because I'm a madman, okay? I am a fucking madman. And this is a war. This is a battle, okay? This is a battle of minds and hearts. And I'm doing it, okay? I will speak to Aika. That has to happen. And that will happen. And I'm confident that it will happen. I will find out the secrets to get into UCLA. And that will happen. I'm not 100% sure if I will get into it or not, but I will try my absolute fucking best. So I'm just gonna end it off here. I'm not gonna do too much later. I'm gonna try to sleep at 4:30 tonight. I'm gonna try my very best, and I hope that Cindy will not turn off the aircon next morning. Or at least if she does it way later, like at noon or something. Because I don't want to wake up early, okay? I want to sleep all the way. I'm tired as hell. I was actually wondering today, because given that I slept only 4 hours yesterday and 4 hours today, anyone else? I don't know which class Aika will go to. I wish I could ask. I should have, if I had spoken to Aika today, I would have been able to ask, 1, were you there in the fireworks on July 3rd? Was that you? B, which film 32 will you go to? C, what will you do for a short film? And can I help? Like I would say these three things. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't speak to Aika. But again, I will eventually show up in front of her on that day, on Friday, with Thomas. So I can speak to her on that day. I don't know how it will go down, but I would like to speak to her. Yeah, I think the fact that she left alone on the bus says a lot, And I think that's a good indication, because I don't like people like Pepper and JT are always surrounded by tons of friends, and they're the kind of people who are super social and super upfront, and they're just not very great. So it's a good indication. There are certain ways you can tell how interesting a person is. If they stare into the air and daydream, something's up. They think, and that's a good thing. Level 6 is upper class, because right now I feel like I'm in middle class. I'm doing pretty well, but it could be better. I could have even more friends, is possible, but I need to try harder. So I'm going to work on that. Level 6, upper class. And then at the same time, level 7, internship. Level 8, uni app. 9 is driver's license, 10 is gym. And 9 and 10 are not urgent. So if I don't do those two things, it's fine. All right, time now is 4:16 p.m. on August 20th. Yeah, so I just woke up of the aircon. The aircon finally got turned off. Cindy does her thing, and I'm awake. And I didn't immediately fall back asleep because Cindy decided to have a very loud phone call. 2 phone calls, actually. One in French, one in English. And then afterwards, she was cooking something and she played Beyonce's Renaissance again, basically. And she played from track 1 until Break My Soul. And then after Break My Soul, she suddenly said, Alexa, pause. And then she went out to pick up something. She received another call. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go immediately. And then she went out. Today's going to be a chill day. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to film 2 reviews, watch 3 episodes of Evangelion, watch Pong Joon-ho's Mother. That's it, really. Alright, so time now is 6:15. So Cindy basically owns the entire apartment right now. Because Cindy's for the last couple of hours, Cindy's been cooking up a lot of food, preparing a lot of spices, and you know, clearly she has invited a guy over. She's having a bit of a date. And that's funny because last night she also had another guy over. I don't know if it's the same guy or not, but it's a white dude with beard. A blonde white dude with beard. And is that her boyfriend? Has he changed her boyfriend already? Because I remember back in June, she had a black guy for a boyfriend. And she's been saying that she's been dating this black guy. This tall black dude. I've seen that black dude a couple times, you know, fixing the TV stand, decorating stuff. This is an absolute mess. Oh my god. Okay. So this is the first time I've ever cooked bean sprouts. So happy I found this in the market. Let's try it. Added soy sauce, salt, pepper, garlic powder, actual garlic, and ginger powder. Let's try it. Wow. So salty. Alright, time now is 12:24 after noon, on August 21st. Yeah, because I thought, you know, maybe Thomas, a Chinese dude, would want to go to the canyons with me. And he did. He do want to go to the canyons with me. He does. And he said he wants to go around 2, so I'm like, okay. So I went back to bed for a little more, for 1 more hour to be exact, but I couldn't fall asleep. So yeah, I'm actually extremely tired right now. You know, I've come to realize that aside from locations going with Thomas again today, and then seeing Thomas again tomorrow for lunch and discussing plans for the script writing club, I actually have no plans at all next week. I actually have no plans at all. Cindy did turn off the aircon today, but I didn't wake up because of that. That's kind of magical. And it's kind of funny because last night Cindy kept turning on the aircon. So at around dinner time, it was really cold. And I was thinking to myself, wow, why is Cindy suddenly turning on the aircon? She's suddenly not afraid of the aircon. That's because a guest is coming, you know, the white guy with the beard. And it was getting really cold, so I turned it off and she turned it back on. So I tried to make the aircon hotter. It was at 50 something degrees Fahrenheit, which I guess is like 12 Celsius, which is really fucking cold. I don't know how much is it actually in Celsius. I'm just guessing. But yeah, you know, Thomas was like, let's go out now. And I'm like, hell no. I just woke up. I'm so fucking tired. At least give me some time to make breakfast and lunch and let me do one movie review first. And then I'll go. So there's that. Wow. Really, it really feels like nothing. It feels like the desert.
Wait, what time did we get out?
I have no idea.
What are you doing?
The beach.
Yeah. And this
That's
is why a lot of
interesting.
people live in Palisades. Hey, what do they look like out in Asia?
Just a straight line, just a pole, and not made of wood. Oh my god, just climbed my way up this thing. Fucking hell. Wait, how do I get down? Fuck. Oh, come on, this is even worse than that one. Yep, this is a bit better. How can you tell it's Nazi?
It was.
Was?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Fuck. 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 Fuck.
Alright.
Okay.
It's very ambitious.
Really? Well, we found Jeff Bezos.
Oh, what? Yeah, he lives right there.
Really?
He has a home.
David Lynch reference. David Lynch reference.
5.6 miles. Arrive at Mulholland Scenic.
Oh, there you go. The Hollywood tour car. Bunch of idiots. We're at Mulholland Drive. I'm so tired. Fuck this. Don't get hit by a car because the healthcare won't pay for it. Ooh. David Lynch reference.
This is the Sunset Strip, baby. This is where the youth enter.
I don't know what's going on outside, but doors have been opening and closing. Time now is 8:03. Oh, she's coming back. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about today real quick. I want to talk. I'm in the mood of talking, you know. So Thomas refers to it as the Pacific Palisades, but apparently it's called Sullivan Canyon. But anyways, we went there, and you know, I'm fine with a bit of exercise. You know, I'm fine with a bit of hiking, a little bit of walking. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I got my water bottle. It's half filled, and I'm ready to go. You know, I got my short pants because I know it's gonna be hot. So we arrived, and we started walking. We walked on the main road, and then Thomas kept going. At one point, Thomas saw at the side that there's a way you can climb up, and it's a very steep. It's not even like staircase. It's literally just rocks, but not steep enough to be a wall, but also not flat enough to be like walkable. So I need to actually climb up there, and then there's another way down, and it's just branches. So after that point, I'm just ready to go home, you know. But oh boy, that is only the beginning. And then Thomas went to this small path, and then we went down and 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 deep and deep and deep and deep and deep into the canyons. The views are nice, but oh my god, it's so hot, and more importantly, it's so dry. I drank all the water. By the end of that hike, I drank all the water. And these plants, they're so prickly. So this was actually very vigorous for me. Like at one point I was still hanging on, like, okay, I'm good. But near the end, especially when we were walking backwards, I'm just like, fuck, just kill me already. It was actually so bad. Like usually when we go on hiking, like we would stop for a moment and breathe. But Thomas never stopped. We kept going and going and going. And it was all sand and dirt on my shoes. And it's terrible. I'm going to wash it later. This is absolutely awful. My shoes are absolutely fucked. So we drove to another canyon called the Coldwater Canyon. And then we looked for a little bit, about 10 minutes. And even though I was super tired and sweaty, when I got to the car and there was air conditioning, I was fine really quick. I recovered really fast. And we went to the Coldwater Canyon, and that place isn't really good because it's full of private property and rich people. And then we went to Mulholland Drive. Wow, David Lynch reference. That's crazy. And then we went to a bit of a canyon place over there, but we only looked for about 5 minutes, and it's like, okay, there's no way in hell are we going to film here. So we went to Thomas's apartment. It's the second time I've been to his apartment, and so I know the place. I saw his roommate. In my meal plan spreadsheet, I plan to eat the burger buns and the smoked turkey ham with honey mustard, but I don't want to fucking eat that shit, man. I'm so sick. I just went back from Hong Kong, and whenever I eat food in Hong Kong, it's so much better. Like, it's so much better than whatever junk-ass, plastic, bitch-ass food I'm eating here. It's so bad. Okay. But yeah, there have been a couple of interesting conversations between me and Thomas. Honestly, I feel like I and Thomas, at the end of the day, we can't really talk too much deeply because Thomas is not a very deep person. Thomas is like, what's up? You know, what's up? Okay. Like, if I say anything remotely abnormal, Thomas is going to be like, you're literally insane. But it's funny because that's not an American thing, actually. I mean, that could be a Californian thing. But when I spoke to the guy last night, you know, the guy who interviewed me, you know, we did have some pretty personal talk, and it was nice. And I did say some deep stuff, and he said some deep stuff, and we were actually vibing with each other, you know? So it's definitely not an American thing. There are Americans out there who are capable of deep thinking, okay? Just difficult to find in LA is all. But right now, I just really hope Aika ends up in my class. That would solve the whole issue. If Aika does end up in my class, then it doesn't even matter if Friday doesn't happen. But yeah, it's a 50-50 gamble, really. I want to switch to Friday, but that would be betraying Christian and Pepper. Apparently, Thomas did text Pepper like near the end of July, asking Pepper, "Hey, are you still interested in being a part of my short film?" And of course, Pepper's like, "Yeah, of course, yeah." And then Pepper doesn't say a single goddamn thing to Thomas again for the next 1,000 years, of course. Pepper doesn't matter now, okay? Pepper's out of the window. I don't know when will Pepper be back. I know I'll see her when class begins. I know that. I know I'll see her next Wednesday. I know that. That's true. I'll see her face. She'll be standing right there. We'll say hi to each other. Okay. Holy absolute balls. I was gonna cook rice for myself for dinner, and I cannot find my rice cooker. And I could have sworn I put it back in my room. So I looked all over my room. I cannot find it. I looked at my cabinets. Did not find it. And so I looked, final resort, I looked at my own vlogs to see that to see where did I pack it, because I usually film myself packing, but also I want to know if there is a rice cooker on the countertop at the kitchen on the last day, because maybe I forgot to put it back in my room, or maybe I decided to hide it in the kitchen. So I opened and closed all the cabinets here, and finally, holy shit, I don't know who put it here, but wait, where's my cup? Is it inside? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. So Cindy probably did this. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's okay, fuck. That's okay, come on, where's the there we go. Okay, calm down. Okay, this time around I'm gonna try something special. I'm gonna boil the broccoli, the carrots, and the potatoes at the same time. This water is tap water, so it's not good for soup. But after boiling them, making sure all the stuff is soft, I'm gonna remove the broccoli first, of course, and then this soft stuff, and then I'm gonna boil this. I don't know what's happening. So with the remaining carrots and potatoes, I'll boil it with these porks, and then afterwards I will fry it in a pan with oyster sauce and lots of water. Not tap water, but this, in order to create a thick, nice sauce. And this one is going to be garlic broccoli, simple as that. Rice, all good, 300 milliliters. I mean, 100 raw, thus 300. Alright, so change of plans here. I spoke to my mom a little bit, and apparently boiling the pork will make it really hard. So my mom told me to marinate it with sugar and soy sauce, except I don't have soy sauce right now. All I have is Maggi, so I use Maggi instead. I also put some garlic powder, but yeah, I'm gonna essentially marinate it a little bit. I know it's a little late for marination, but I'll still do it. Do it with the hands, very primal. Rub it around, nice. Yam the sugar, nice. And then I'll fry it, and it's kind of thick, so I'll have to like put a lid on it and put some water, and it's gonna be nice. But a lot of people or at least I used to think it's either dry frying, or just boiling with water, but actually it's kind of a spectrum. So I can fry it first, make sure it's super like cooked throughout, and then I can fry with water. It also works. Broccoli's ready. Right. Very quickly cooked. Let's use this one. Let's flip it around. Ooh, it's got a lot of fat. It's rendering. Oh shit! Alright, I mixed up all the carrots and potatoes. I'm gonna add some oyster sauce for the first time in my cooking in LA. Oh, like that. That's a lot already, okay. Now I shall fry them, add salt, pepper, add water, and hopefully it tastes something awesome, you know. I'm also gonna add some ginger powder and some garlic powder, just because, why not? Alright, here we go. Potato, carrot, pork, oyster sauce, whatever mixture with garlic broccoli and rice. Let's try this abomination that I somehow made. Let's do it. Cheers to a new chapter of cooking, making cooking more exciting. Soft carrot, nice. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is actually really good. Damn.
Had their privilege through hundreds of years, right? You know, the Roman Empire, the fucking slavery period in America, 400 years. We have never had that privilege. So now we're getting a little like leeway, and we're like, yeah, we got our fucking shit down pat, but we don't. We are just experiencing freedom. Whereas these white people have had it for centuries. They've known what it was for centuries. But we are just experiencing this. So we're like, yeah.
Alright, time now is 1:55 p.m. a.m. in the morning. Quick update here, I guess. I don't have a lot to say. I'm just gonna wrap it up today. Today's an okay day. Nothing all that crazy happened. I like hanging out with Thomas, and I'm comfortable hanging out with him nowadays. Like, I act fine. I just act like myself. And it's very weird that I'm acting like myself, but in English now.
Leave from what? From work? No, just way back. Okay, so you were on leave from work. Were you stressed about work?
I was, editing my college video and whatnot. Cindy has invited another guy over, a Caribbean guy. He has a very heavy Caribbean, West Indian, Jamaican, Haitian-ish accent. At first I thought it was a European, but then I grabbed my empty cup of water and I went outside to, give myself some more water. Not really pour, eject myself some water. Just as an excuse to look at the guy. It's black. He's black. So then I came to a conclusion that he's West Indian. And it's funny because they had some pretty serious discussion on racism, history, and pride. So I edited my college video. I exported it and whatnot. About 20 minutes ago, Cindy suddenly called me, and she sounds like she's crying. And she sounds like she's in deep pain. Yeah, and I thought, okay, what the heck's going on, And Cindy said, okay, she doesn't feel right, and she said the paramedics will come. And I'm like in my heart, I'm like, what? And so I unlocked the door, and I was waiting for the paramedics to knock on the door. Of course, that didn't happen because you need to open the door, the gates to the apartment building first before you open this door, obviously. So Cindy called me again saying that the paramedics are outside. So I immediately, like within 20 seconds, I changed to my clothes. I grabbed the socks from here and I rushed out. I don't know what's going on with Cindy. I thought she had a depression attack and suddenly slit her wrist and she's losing blood. But actually, it's nothing that dramatic. I rushed out and there was a couple of tall white dudes in masks with blinking emergency truck at the back, sort of like an ambulance, I guess. Basically an ambulance. I think it's an ambulance, but it's not making any noise. Quiet ambulance. They asked Cindy again, like, the guy outside, is he your boyfriend? And Cindy's like, no, he's my roommate. And then the guys came out. They checked her and they were like, your blood looks good. Your heart looks good. Are you taking any medication? And Cindy's like, yeah, you know, stress. Stress from what? From work. Work? What sort of work you do? So blah, 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 blah. And then they left. And then they spoke to me and they said, can you check up on her a couple hours later? And I'm like, okay. They asked me if I have a car and I said nope. And I thought by that they want me to like take her to the hospital if need be. So I asked them like, do I have to take her to a hospital? And they're like, oh no need. So at the end they're like, they even asked me like, how well do you know her? And I'm like, I mean, I moved in since April. And they're like, okay, that's a pretty long time ago. But like to me, like 4 months isn't enough to know someone well. Yeah, especially given that I spent 1 month not even here. And then they left. And then I said, thank you. And then they're like, okay, thank you for your service. And then they left. All right. Time now is 10:42 a.m. in the morning on August 22nd. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly do quick album reviews. 2 quick album reviews, and then I'm just gonna go out to meet Thomas and then discuss. And then when I come back home, I think I have 2 movies to watch. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'd like to say though, if Aika doesn't end up in my class, I need to have a backup plan, you know? I need to be prepared for that to happen. A, I need to be prepared. B, I need to have a backup plan. Alright, I'm at Century City. Thomas isn't here yet. Tired as fuck. Kill me. Kill me.
Man.
A couple days ago, this place looks completely dead. I think it's open. Is it open? Well, that was extremely exhausting. Time now is 5:51. Time to take the bus back home for a whole frigging hour. Let's go. So he's like, fine, let's get food here. So I quickly got food. I bought Chipotle, and this time I bought more. So I had a carnitas bowl with white rice, lettuce, guacamole, onions, and tomatoes. And it's actually a lot, and it's actually not bad, with black beans as well. And it actually doesn't taste bad at all. It's pretty nice, pretty filling, you know. I didn't finish it all actually, because I wasn't that hungry. And then I also ordered tortilla chips with salsa. I only ate a couple chips. I actually brought them back, but I threw the salsa away. So I'll eat them for dinner. And then we went to the library, and apparently it's closed. And then we went to the Humanities and Social Science building, HSS, because that's where Thomas will be having his geology class. So we went to the classroom. Apparently it's right opposite to the classroom I used to go to for abnormal psychology. And then I was like, okay, you know what, let's go to the science building, because I want to know which classroom do I go to for biology next Monday. So we actually went there, found out about it, cool, and then we went back. And then Thomas like, okay, let's go to CMD now. And I'm like, okay. Is it necessary though? You know what, let's directly go to your apartment. But if we do directly go to his apartment, then we would have to take the bus and the metro, and it's going to be a mess. So at the end, we did go to the CMD because that would actually be the better route. So we went to the CMD and we walked around, goofed around, and I checked out my classroom for film history class. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we talked about, you know, stuff. We talked about film school application, whatever. And then afterwards, we took a bus. That was around 3 p.m.-ish, or actually 2:30-ish. We took a bus from CMD to Thomas's apartment. And we went there, and I already went to his apartment yesterday. I went there again today, because why the fuck not, you know? So I went there, I sat down, and we talked about the script writing club stuff, the planning and all that. I spent 22 days living with my first host, and I never once revealed 1%, not even 1% of my own personality to her. All she knows about me is I'm Enoch, I'm from Hong Kong, I like movies, and what my family does, and all the basic shit, how old I am. I'm not even going to reveal 1% of who I truly am to her, because I don't trust her at all, and I feel like she won't understand. If I reveal everything I know when I think to her, her mind will break, because, not because I'm powerful or something, but because her life and her viewpoint and her attitude and her mindset is so different from mine that she's gonna think I'm an alien psychopath, and she wouldn't understand. She is a 60-something, 70-something year old white woman living in California, a very closeted life, a very American Cheerios and orange juice type lifestyle. What do you know about a politically struggling young Hong Kong man who struggled with loneliness and stuff like that, you know? She would not understand me at all. If Church, Nijia, Ralph's, The Well, and Thomas is all there is to my college life in round 2, then I might as well stay in Hong Kong and suffer, because this is bad. This is boring, okay? I need entertainment. I'm worried. I know my school life hasn't, round 2 of college of round 2 hasn't even started yet. I'm already worried that it's going to be boring, because it had happened to me before. 2020, 2021 were boring. Aside from the eventful August. But it was boring for me. It did happen, and I don't want that to happen again, you know? That was also the first time Thomas saw Aika in real life. For me, it's probably the second time. It's either the first or the second time. I don't know if it was really her in the fireworks. it has to be her. I have to ask her to find out. So it's either the first or the second time. I don't fucking know. The world is a mystery, man. The world is a mystery. Oh my god. And I don't know why I feel so like dejected today. I'm not sad. I just don't know what to do. I realized like my life has boiled down to, is Aika gonna end up in my class or not? That's all my life is right now. In this freaking bedroom. And if it's not that, I'll keep watching movies, keep reviewing stuff on YouTube, keep buying food, cooking food, live, drink water, whatever. That's all my life is now. And I feel so simple. I feel like a single-celled organism. So I'm like, oh, I mean, we can go in with our ethnicity too, you know. We're both East Asian, albeit I'm more East Asian than you because, you know. And then Thomas said no. Because apparently universities hate Asians. They hate us. They, you know, if you're a Hispanic, if you're a Latino, if you're black, if you're an Arab, if you're South Asian. But if you're East Asian though, there's a problem. And I'm like, what? Why? Apparently it's because we do too well. That's why our chances are actually a bit lower. Alright, time now is 3:34 p.m. on August 23rd. It's my grandma's birthday, so shout out to my grandma. Yeah, let's talk about sleep. Yeah, last night I was like, okay, tonight I'm gonna sleep a big, fat, juicy, thick sleep. And of course, that did not happen. So today's gonna be a very chill day. I'm not gonna do anything of importance. I'm gonna film a couple reviews, edit some videos, watch a lot of movies, finish watching Pink Floyd The Wall, watch 3 episodes of Eva, watch Paprika tonight. Maybe I'll do the laundry because I have tons of dirty clothes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But there are also a couple of things that I haven't done. I planned to do yesterday, but I was too tired and I procrastinated. Yeah, you know, if Hong Kong is a free place, like democratic and free, I would stay in there so much. I guess that's one of the reasons why I had to leave. Again, the three F's, right? Freedom, film, friendship. So yeah, I want to know if Aika will end up in my class. Please let me know. Apparently JT is also coming back today, so that's happening. Once this whole jet lag thing is over, I will tell the Chinese boss lady and Hannah that I'm going back. And I will probably go to the church this Sunday, because otherwise I wouldn't know where the hell to go and I would be really lonely. And all right, time now is 12:36 after midnight. I just spent about 7 or 8 minutes talking to myself over the phone, like I am right now. And I guess I just didn't see the time, the storage space, but my phone crashed. And I spoke with Zara a little bit. Zara made it to Florida right now, and apparently she has a friend, someone who's also going to the same school she would be going to, or maybe someone else, I don't know, but she arrived and she was at some restaurant, and she said she's going to call me a little bit later today, or maybe not, so I don't know. I'm waiting for that call, and I hope she's alright. I hope she's doing well. This is the first time she's living alone, and she will be feeling the same things I'm feeling, and it's going to be insane. I hope she can psychologically take it. Oh boy. Cindy brought home another guy. Yes, that's right. New man just dropped. New man just dropped. What the fuck is even happening, dude? It's like, so a few days ago it was a white guy, and then immediately on the next day it's the same white guy, and then it's a Caribbean guy, and then tonight we have a white guy. It's pretty much happening daily now. Every night we have a new guy. Every morning it's Beyonce. Every night it's a new guy. Anyways, let's talk about this guy. So I realized that apparently this only started happening after Jared, my white roommate, had left. Then Cindy started to bring men over again and again and again. And I have no idea, like, if it's like Cindy's way of coping with loneliness. I guess she just can't stand living alone with someone like me, you know, just eating food alone and whatnot. Man, you're so weak. So you cannot stand. Look at me. I do my work alone. I live in my bedroom alone. I'm alone all the time. Okay, I eat food pretty much every single meal I've had. It's almost all of them. I've eaten them alone in the USA. I watch movies alone. I do everything alone, and I can stand it. I've embraced it. Okay, I have survived it. I don't need people anymore. Okay, but she can't stand it. Weak. I'm strong. Okay, I'm strong now. And that's true because before 2019, I also think that, you know, Hong Kong music is shit, and it is still shit now, but I would never even give it a try, you know. So it is only because of what happened in 2019 that made me suddenly want to watch Hong Kong films and listen to Hong Kong music and care about Hong Kong. Otherwise, I would just want to leave. I remember back in Form 2, in the middle of the class, I would randomly say, oh, I hate Hong Kong. And then Mary's like, yeah. And then Queenie's like, yeah. You know, even the coolest girls, right? Mary and Queenie. Even they're getting me, dude. They are fucking getting me. But of course, I don't say that shit now. I love Hong Kong. I fucking love Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong so much that I would sacrifice myself, okay? Like, if I had a choice... I know this is very extreme. If some sort of deity, right? If God comes down and tells me, okay, you have two choices. You get a girlfriend now, sweet, nice, cute, kind girlfriend with a nice sense of humor who truly likes you for who you are. Or you don't get a girlfriend and you die lonely, but Hong Kong is free and democratic and China has a two-party system and everyone's free and liberal. I would honestly choose the latter. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's not think about that. Let's not. Maybe I'll never get a girlfriend. Maybe I'll never. Maybe that's it. Maybe I will never fall in love with someone ever again. Maybe I'm aromantic the whole time. You know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Okay. What matters now is whether Aika ends up in my class or not. And I need advice to get into UCLA film program. I have to get in there. Okay, I have to get into that. And again, I'm so scared because, you know, Thomas said being Asian is actually a disadvantage. Fuck, man. Don't do this to me. Oh man, my legs are so broken. Alright, time now is 2:04 p.m. on August 24th. Yeah, so I know it's not August 25th yet, but it technically will be August 25th soon in Hong Kong. So shout out to Bernice. It's Bernice's birthday. Shout out to Bernice. Alright, it's 5:06. I finally got back home. This is what I got. Okay, this better. Spaghetti. Beef patties. My shoelaces are fucking garbage, by the way. Chicken thighs. Chicken salad. Americans, man. Mango pineapple juice. Lay's Original Classic. Snickers. Roman lettuce. 2 tomatoes. Sliced cheese. New breakfast, cherry croissants. Of course, gotta have eggs. And then I believe that's it. No. I'm at a very desolate situation right now where I realize I don't have enough food, and I hate eating food again. I don't enjoy eating food again, but now I probably won't be able to see Aika at all, and there's a 50% chance Aika may not end up in my class. There's a 99% chance that I may not end up in UCLA. The UCLA guy is not responding to me. Yeah, so I hate to deliver this news, but there's nothing going on right now. I'm still really tired, and I'm still not motivated to edit my short film at all. I just want to rest. I feel like I've overworked myself in a sense that and Cindy's back. As you can probably tell, my burger was not very successful. I put in the cheese slice before the burger patty itself was even cooked, so I kept cooking it, and then it's basically all burnt. All the cheese is burnt to a crisp. So that's 2 slices of cheese gone. Alright, this is my burger. Let's go. Fuck, okay. I made this. Yes. Cheers. Alright, time now is 12:20 after midnight. I'm just gonna wrap it up today. Yeah, quite an uneventful day. 4 words, you know what those 4 words are. Went to Ralph's, forgot toilet paper. That's pretty much it. Though number 1 is before I cooked dinner, someone randomly ringed the doorbell, and I'm like, okay, is this another guy? Is Cindy bringing on another guy here? Yes, it is another guy, but this time Cindy doesn't know him. And I didn't really care. Like, I was just using my laptop. I didn't want to look outside, you know, I didn't really care. Turns out the guy came here to look at the apartment because apparently he's about to sign the lease to rent the room over there. I'm spinning around right now, so, you know, over there, there. So, Pepper WhatsApped me. What in the fuck? So Pepper asked me, hey, are you gonna help Thomas do his short film? And of course I didn't answer her right away, because if she doesn't answer me right away, then I wouldn't answer her right away. It's reciprocal. But I eventually didn't. I said, yeah, but Thomas is, you know, still looking for actors, and he said he won't film in mid-September. And Pepper's like, lol, Thomas just told me that he's gonna film this weekend. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna film 1 scene. Which, by the way, I've already mentioned. The aforementioned. You know, during the quarantine hotel period, I was like, okay, I told Pepper, when am I gonna film this? And I asked Pepper to promise that she's gonna show me her script and tell me about her short film, because she literally promised. So now she's in between a rock and a hard place. She either doesn't tell me and feel guilty about it, or she has to tell me. Like, there's no other way around, because she promised. So she went with the former. She filmed it without letting me know. Alright. I guess she just forgot, but I literally told her, like, if you are gonna film your short film, would it be cool if you let me know? And she's like, yeah, sure. And then she does not. Atta girl. Right. The Screenwriters Club, the script writing club of my college, right? I'm the vice chairperson. But the person who is managing the social media, the Instagram account, is actually none other than Aika herself. And then today I saw an Instagram story from her. I'm just gonna say her. It's from the club, but literally it's her. Actors needed. Late September, we're gonna do a short film. So now Aika's also delaying her production, and she's literally using the Scriptwriters Club account for help. It's a cry for help. And you know, Thomas is the fucking president, but Thomas can't do it because Thomas doesn't have control over the Instagram account. Aika has, and Thomas doesn't have the balls to ask her for access. It's so bad. It's so bad. Everything is just a shit show right now. I'm so glad I filmed both of my short films right now, and all I need to do is just edit them.